scary videos filmed by drones. Number 5. Watch your head because you're about to get droned. This drone was hang gliding over a beautiful forest landscape in the country of Georgia. This is the crew that's flying it. They swoop it toward land, but they don't take caution. The uploader of this video writes that the man wasn't hurt, but he was really mad. Number 4. This is Pontiac Lake in Waterford, Michigan. A snowmobiler is up to some risky business out on the ice. In fact, he's on thin ice. As he breaks through the surface, his snowmobile sinks below. The drone flies nearer to get a clearer view. It pans around, but he's nowhere in sight. At last, the drone's camera finds the hapless snowmobiler, clawing his way out of the icy water using 2 screwdrivers. With each attempt to climb out, his body breaks through the edges. Hypothermia sets in fast in water that's below 41 degrees Fahrenheit, or 5 degrees Celsius. According to Scientific American, you start hyperventilating during the initial cold shock response for up to 3 minutes. At that point, it only takes 10 to 20 minutes for your muscles to grow weak, losing coordination and strength. That's why it's vital for help to arrive and get this man out of the water ASAP. The drone is returning across the lake back to its launching point. It's unclear why its pilot didn't stick around to see out the man's rescue. But don't worry, according to the uploader, the man made it out safely after the fire department was called, but he's one of the lucky ones. Reports indicate that this isn't a rare occurrence on Michigan lakes, and not many victims make it out alive. Number 3. A majestic moose is enjoying a swim in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada. But little does she know, she's being watched, and not just by this drone. A wolf dives toward its prey, and a skirmish begins. From above, you can see the pair facing off. The moose scares the wolf away, but only for a moment. They dance back and forth, but the predator is not giving up. Circling around each other, the moose tries to stomp him, while the wolf attempts to clamp on it with his jaw. For a moment, you can't make out where the wolf is gone. But the moose is slowing down, and it appears that she's injured. Then you spot him. The wolf has managed to get a hold of her and is hanging on tight. The moose stumbles around, but the wolf is persistent. Wolves typically attack moose as a pack. Lone wolf attacks are rarer but not unusual. According to North American Nature, studies indicate that wolves eat nearly 14 pounds of moose during winter. A wolf pack will eat around 100 moose a year, typically targeting calves in spring and summer. This poor moose is alone though, battling for her life. At last, she frees herself from the wolf, but the wolf continues to stalk her. She tries to put some distance between them, but the wolf is relentless. It looks like the wolf let up only to prepare for round 2. He follows the moose into deep waters. The moose appears to be letting her guard down, or growing tired. Still, the hunt continues. Who do you think is going to come out on top? The moose is slowing down, but the wolf doesn't seem to be gaining any ground, although that may simply be part of the wolf's strategy to wear out its prey. It continues the chase, but as everyone knows, the doggy paddle is hard to maintain. At last, the wolf gives up and turns towards land, and our moose friend is left at peace to live another day. Number 2. This drone is flying over War Road, Minnesota, when it comes upon the scene of an accident. This unfortunate man's pickup truck broke through the ice, nosediving into the water. The man is left to circle the site without much hope of saving his vehicle. He spots the drone overhead and apparently isn't too happy about it. He pretends to shoot it out of the air. Later, he appears to be trying to save his truck, strategically placing a tree trunk for leverage. But it looks like it's a lost cause, especially as he's working solo. When the driver gives up and leaves, the drone returns to the scene to get a closer look at the damage. As you can see, it's in too deep. There was no pulling it out of there without help. Although this is obviously a great loss, there is an upside. At least the driver made it out of this mess safely. For that, he can be grateful. Number 1. What would you do if you saw a bear on your back porch? He's a frequent guest here, and it looks like he's settling in for a long visit, or he would have, if not for this drone. It turns out that not only are drones great for capturing a bird's eye view, but they're also excellent deterrents that can help you drive out wildlife from your forest estate. The bear cub descends a flight of stairs and scurries across the yard. Taking refuge behind a tree, the drone continues to circle round, taunting him like a fly. The drone's pilot still thinks the bear is too near their property. The pilot bothers the bear enough to drive him up the hillside. Still feeling threatened, the bear tries to hide behind a tree again. And again, at last he runs further off. And the residents of this home can finally breathe easy. This has been Documented Reality. Thank you to these individuals for allowing me to share their story. Watch the last episode here.